Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you as always for your questions. How hard has Craig worked today? How much have we heard about it?
What have you done? 4 jobs today? Ching, ching, ching,
I
got
here to work at 8 o'clock this morning,
ching.
telling us all about it. It's a long day.
Gonna sleep well tonight.
Craig,
to be fair, you're sending me to sleep now.
Craig, how does Tottenham now look after their failures of finding their next manager, as a player does not know who the club has at a manager? As a player, does not knowing who the club has at manager want to make you want to leave the club more? God, reading's hard.
I don't know, it makes you want to leave the club. I don't know. I remember though, so in '98 we won the league at Celtic and Wim Jansen left, the Dutch coach. So we went to play in the World Cup in France, and Celtic were doing what Tottenham were doing. We were reading the paper, it was Bobby Robson, it was Gus Hiddink, it was all these different coaches were coming in to manage this big club. And by the time we got back from the World Cup, which wasn't very long, before the final, usual time for Scotland. By the time we got back, they were still, and I think they rushed out and they hired, God rest his soul, he died recently, Dr. Joseph Venglos, the Czechoslovakian coach, who coached Aston Villa and all that. And clearly he was nowhere near #1. And it was a shambles. And that season turned out to be a particularly difficult one, because coach comes in late, means transfers come in late or not at all. And it's pretty much the same team from last year, which was successful. But whenever a team's successful, that's the time to buy players, or to sign some players to give everybody else a kick up the backside.
This is not helping Harry Kane, is it? You know, if Tottenham fans are really hoping they can keep Harry Kane, which is no chance, but when you're a fan of a club, you think we've got a chance.
Harry Kane needs to get out of there.
No, we all know that, and probably Son along with him. If you're Harry Kane, you're sitting looking at the news page, you think, we can't even get a manager. On the phone to your agent, going, just get me a move. I need to move on.
I'm curious what the guys think about the standard of refereeing in the tournament. Seems much better compared to the leagues. What do you think? The Euros refereeing has been better than Serie A?
We seem to be losing you here, Ali, a little bit. Have you been working along today?
I don't know, it's reading and then all of a sudden say, yeah, you answer. I mean, tell me before, I need to be prepared. My English is not perfect.
Alessandro Del Piero.
Other than you ask me in Italian.
I'm asking you a question now.
Ask me in Italian with the translation.
Are the referees better at the Euros than they are in Serie A?
Today's referee, Denmark against Belgium, was outstanding. He took the right decision even without the VAR. He gave a yellow card for simulation straight away, but with calm, with knowledge. Yeah, that's it.
It's better, isn't it? It seems better. Everything just seems more efficient
because they're allowing a little bit more contact. And when players are going over too easy on a sort of shoulder, whatever, they're just saying, no, play on. It's been much better.
For Alessandro Del Piero.
In Italian.
Have you spoken to Gigi Buffon since the announcement of him going back to Parma? Would you have wanted to extend your stay at Juventus during your playing days, and for how long?
I exchanged some text messages. And even before, in this period that was particularly for him, you know, when he left Juve. It's a nice choice. You know, back where everything started.
Kind of a fairy tale, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's really focused. He's really capable to play, first of all, you know, beside of the age. And I think it's the right choice. See him as a play one game, bench 3-4, play one game, but no, take another way. He's still a legend for Juve. He will be forever a legend for Juve. It doesn't matter if you don't finish your career with Juve. So in the matter of move on, he made a really nice choice.
What about the part, do you wish you stayed longer?
Yes, I would love to stay longer, yeah, of course. I mean, with me, Juve started when I was 18. I was a Juve fan before. and was still everything for me. You know, that club, the relation with the club, with the fans, and especially what happened in those 19 years.
Yeah,
that's the key. You know, when you go back and finally win the Champions League, that, you know, we won in an '85, but wasn't still not something that you want to remember as a Juve fan because of the death of 39 persons. It's not a moment to celebrate. So you win for the first time, let's say, the Champions League, something that's so desirable as a football player, as a fan, as a city, as a club, and then you won everything, and all of a sudden you collapse for some reason. You got relegated and you came back. That kind of story is a unique story, and you find something with everything that happened that is unique and remain unique. It doesn't matter if I didn't finish my career there. I mean, well, it matters, but not that much.
Right.
What matters is what was the journey, and still an unbelievable, remarkable, and loving journey for myself and for every fans, that teammates, coaches, you know, every part of the organization that we spend together.
What sort of reaction do you get when you go to Turin? Because when Craig goes to Glasgow, the reaction's not quite.
I've never been to a Juve game in Turin.
Why?
Well,
just too much?
I don't think we have time to explain that.
Well, you could give us.
No, I've been to the Champions League finals, yes, and also other group stage game, but never in Turin. It will happen one day.
Yeah.
It will be emotional.
You're not allowed back in?
No, that's it.
No, I've been to Torino, not at the stadium. I've been to the stadium. Was you know, there's a museum.
Yes.
Quite a nice museum.
Right.
I've been there.
How careful? So, for example, everyone hates Craig in the UK because, for example, Celtic, where he was so successful, he would go on TV and we'd be critical of Celtic, and they didn't think that was the right thing to do. Do you have to be careful what you say about Juventus?
No. I'm not careful in that way.
Right.
It happened that I criticized Juve in some situation. Not a lot, honestly, because they won every year, so there's nothing to much to criticize, right? But if I have to say something, I'm happy to say something.
Right.
In a way, you know, to build something better. You know, not to say, you know, that's it. But this is how I am, and I spend all my career in that way, so I'm not worried about that.
Where does Alessandro rank Roberto Mancini among the great Italian number 10s? Should he have been given more chances with the Azzurri?
Yeah, unfortunately, Roberto with Azzurri has a really unlucky story. He played amazing with Sampdoria. He had a great time. He became one of our number 10 that everybody loves to enjoy, especially with the Vialli, you know, that combination of guys, and it was crazy. But all the time that he came to the national team, he had a really tough time. Of course, I would love to see players with this quality much more on the field. Yeah, it's easy answer for me.
Don, it's another question for Del Piero, is that right?
Oh, yeah, nice.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, we're good.
So we're all right. I mean, star of the show today. Looks immaculate.
Yeah, what have you come as?
Casual.
Yeah.
Right. Don't you start having a go at me with your gear. Worst gear ever.
For Del Piero, for Del Piero, one of his Italian teammates that received some criticism for not leaving his club is Totti. From playing with him and against him, how good of a player was he? At his peak, could he have walked into any side?
It was amazing, and yes, on his peak he can go anywhere.
Right.
For the quality of the technique, physically, vision of the game, scoring opportunities, assist opportunities. It was absolutely amazing. I don't see any kind of criticism about the choice to stay at Roma.
Yeah.
It was kind of, you know, there's a way that, you know, complaining, well, if I stay at Roma, I didn't have opportunity to win that much. But there's some era, it was an era where Roma is an incredible team. And then refusing, you know, maybe opportunity like Real Madrid or other kind of club in that peak.
Yeah.
For the love of the city, for the love of the club. Remember, he's not only play all his career in Roma, he played also in the youth.
Right.
So it was a Roma.
Just bled Roma. That's it.
All the time. So it's an amazing story, and let's keep it like this.
Have you seen the documentary?
No,
I Am Totti.
No, I haven't.
He narrates it. It's incredible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Right,
brilliant.
there you go.
One to watch.
I should do it.
All right, I'll mark that down.
One to watch. Pretty amazing.
If Craig had a tea time at Augusta at 2 p.m. and Scotland was playing in the World Cup final at 3 p.m, what percentage would Don give Craig of watching the match?
0.
No?
No.
He's on the tee?
Yeah, all day long.
Correct. What?
No.
No, I'm playing golf. Yeah.
Are you going to invite someone in the room or
What?
play golf?
Oh no, we're talking about Augusta.
Augusta.
Ah.
Too far away.
Don't bother with that.
You got more chance than Ali going to Six Flags than you have watching Scotland. Doesn't like them.
I said his family's coming. I said I should take the kids to Six Flags, but you're scared of roller coasters.
You don't have clubs with you.
I have.
Where?
I told you the first day. I mean,
Yeah,
who's
I know.
invited this guy?
I know, he doesn't listen. He doesn't listen.
The only
It's in my
Italian
room, there, clean.
Oh, they
I
are
clean
perfect.
every night.
Listen, the only Italian golfer I know is Constantino Rocco.
There you are.
Right.
You
The
see?
Italians don't play golf.
Yes,
You have your
now
clubs with you?
everything changed. We
right,
play
okay,
golf, we
right.
keep possession of the ball, we
Right,
don't
next
play
week-
anymore defense, you know.
Next week, you can play golf
Oh, there you are. Perfect.
if you want.
In Augusta. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not looking for your balls all day, though.
Alessandro, you are a true legend. Is it true that Pippo Inzaghi would drink 10 plus espressos on a game day? What are some of the quirkiest rituals you have seen from stars in Italy? 10 espressos?
Thank you. No, it's not true.
No?
Pippo wasn't that kind of guy of espresso. Was another kind of guy, very strict in diet and other things. And yeah, Italy is a superstition place.
Yes.
We know that.
Yeah.
You know the guys that, you know, the audience. The weird one, well, I didn't say who it was, but it was someone that he doesn't want to see the number 2. Anywhere, in the locker room, in the field.
Now, this is the actual number 2 as opposed to the figurative number 2.
No, the number 2.
Right.
You cannot have a page number 2. No, cover the number 2.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why number 2, by the way. We have that kind of problem with 17 in Italy. This is
Really?
our
17 's
unlucky number.
You're unlucky, like 13 here.
Yes, exactly. But I don't know why.
Wow.
I'm going to ask him.
Yeah.
Different.
Final question, Craig.
Have you brought your golf clubs down?
No, I don't need to.
Why?
It's high reset. I'm fine.
You're that good?
No, I'm average.
Oh, dear.
Just off 6.
Craig, when was the last time you touched a football prior to your bet with Seb? You look quite sharp with your head. I saw that. I was surprised.
Ball was soft.
It was the most active. They did keepy ups with their heads.
Yeah, we were doing keepy.
21.
Yep.
21 we got.
The ball was soft.
Ball's ridiculously soft.
I don't do it anymore.
No.
That was the first time.
I was going to say, I've
That's the first time.
8 years I've been with you and I've never seen you kick or touch a
Superstitions,
ball.
Bruce Grobbelaar at Liverpool,
Yes.
goalkeeper, would have a ball in his hand and there was a light switch about
Ah, yes.
20, whatever it is, I don't know, 5 yards away. And he'd volley the ball and try and hit the light switch and he wouldn't go out until he knocked the lights off
Right.
in the dressing room.
That was taking quite a long time sometimes.
Not for him.
No.
But
It's not a hard skill.
But what happens in
To knock the light switch off,
Right. What happens in a scenario where he doesn't knock the light?
you will. Because he'll stand there 15 minutes, 10 minutes before you go out. And in the end, he'll do it.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen. That brings us to the end of today's show. Thank you very much to everyone who has been on. Thank you for your
Ali
tweets.
carried us today. He carried us.
Well, I think you feel a bit left out, Don.
No, I don't
feel
like
my
that.
back
No,
was turned, you know.
He's the man.
All right, okay.
He's quite angry today.
Yeah, I know, it's on some pizza.
I'm good.
Your voice went a bit high when you said
Good.
that.
No
We'll
wonder
be
it
back
is.
tomorrow talking about a Scottish player scoring for Scotland for the first time since Don Hutchison. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.